When you imagine ball striking perfection, you probably think of a PGA Tour player or maybe even Ben Hogan just striping shot after shot on the driving range with that buttery smooth, easy looking golf swing. And a lot of golfers think that they can't get to that level of ball striking because they don't have enough time to practice. But that couldn't be further from the truth. In today's video, I'm going to show you the simplest golf swing technique ever that I've seen. And we're going to be basing it off of Ben Hogan and one of my new favorites on tour, Harold Varner III. Most golfers have too many moving parts, and that's why you're confused. That's why you're here on YouTube looking up golf tips. So you're going to take the club back, you're going to lift the arms, you're going to rotate the hands, you're going to do a whole little dance back here in the backswing. And then by the time you get to the downswing, you're like, yeah, I'm going to do some more dance. I'm going to drop the club, roll the hands over. It's just far too confusing. So we need to take that out and enter in the Hogan, Harold Varner type of golf swing mindset. Today we're just going to think about getting rid of all those moving parts, making the golf swing very simple. And I want you to visualize club path. When we look at Hogan or Harold Varner, and I think their swings are the simplest swings in golf history, it's almost like they take the club back and it stops nice and short here. That's the first piece, and then they got a second piece, the downswing, and the club just travels right back on that same line into impact and through. It's just 1 and 2. They hit the ball beautifully, they mash it, they move on with their life, and they play some more golf because it's fun. So we need to think about club path. You're probably used to doing too much in the golf swing. All that stuff. So take a handy dandy alignment stick or golf club and do this for me. I want you to lay the club down on the ground for a target line. And then the second thing I want you to do is get another club or alignment stick, and we're going to lay this down just slightly inside of it. All right, target line, that goes through your target. This line is the line you're going to trace the club on. So just think about the golf swing like this. You've set up to the ball beautifully. You're going to swing the club on this line right here, the inward line. Just keep swinging the club back on that line all the way to the top. Once you get to the top, you're done. There's no thinking, no extra movements. You're just taking the club back on that line. So here we are, and boom. I all of a sudden look like Ben Hogan and Harold Varner. I didn't do a whole lot of thinking either. Isn't that amazing? Okay, backswing, done. Second thing you're going to do is the downswing. So we're here. Now how do we get back to the ball? You just return it the same way you brought it back. So we're here. Now you got to get back on that line. The club head's got to get back on this line. As soon as you can ingrain that feeling, you're going to have the easiest golf swing ever. And it's going to work. So back on this line, through on the same line, then you follow through. It's really quite simple from a backswing and downswing perspective. And when you see I hit that shot there, I didn't do a whole lot of work. Ball just kind of jumped off the club. And the swing looks short and sweet, but it's got a whole lot of power. So this is really the first part of mastering the golf swing, understanding the path of the club. Ben Hogan, Harold Varner, they keep it so simple. The path is very close together. It's just a back and through path. This line and back on the same line. If you want your swing to be simple, you need to start there. Okay, that brings me into part 2, but before we get there, if you want to achieve awesome ball striking consistency, like that shot after shot, check out my free mini course at go.saguto.golf, the top 3 keys you need to be a great ball striker. The second thing we're talking about here is getting solid contact, like Ben Hogan, just every single shot. Whoosh, whoosh, boom, explosion off the club face. Life is good. So we need to do that by getting this key. Just keep this front arm straight. And when you do that, the backswing path and downswing path seem to trace the same line automatically. The second thing we're going to do is try and keep our head over the ball. So no big shifts with your body. We're not shifting our weight back or forward, really just trying to stay over the ball. And this is a trademark of the best ball strikers. Not a whole lot of shifting or swaying. And if you got to shift, you got to shift back. I don't like timing. It's far too complicated. It's way easier to just stay over it for clean, consistent contact. So when we swing, you've got this front arm straight, and you're keeping your body centered over the ball, not a lot of moving parts. What's the only moving part we talked about today? The only moving part has been the paths. The backswing path, whoop, the downswing path, whoop, right back on the same line, the same path. It's the same swing every time. That's how you get consistent. That's how you start becoming deadly on the golf course. You start becoming that ball striker. Everybody says, oh, that's that person that hits the ball perfect every time. So we're over the ball. I got my backswing path, my downswing path. I'm over the ball. I'm not shifting or swaying. We try and create that same path. Ball explodes off the club face. You hit it right on the middle. I don't know if you could see that, but there is a ball mark right there on the middle. It's quite awesome to hit the ball there. It feels like mashed potatoes and gravy. And what do we do next? We do the same exact thing again because it's so much fun. That's why we play golf. I've got my paths back and through. Feels like a piece of cake then. And then I can play golf without thinking so much. I can play golf having more fun hitting the ball. The feeling off the club face is buttery, crispy KFC. Life is good when you do this. It just looks so simple, it feels so simple. All right, so we're gonna take this out to the driving range in just a few moments, so stay tuned for that. You're no longer being a complicated golfer. You've entered the world of simplicity. Life is good. You've got your target line. You've got your club path line. Swing the club on the club path line all the way back until your swing stops. Then you swing the club through on that club path line all the way back until get to impact and then through. From the front, we stay over the ball, no big shifts or swaying. You know that's going to cause you to have bad contact. So we just stay over the ball with that same path back and through. You should find you take a nice divot in front of the ball. That's the secret to being simple and having a really easy golf swing that repeats shot after shot. Let's go to the range. So Saguto golfers right here at the driving range. Just ripped a beautiful 5-iron right here. And all I'm working on is exactly what Hogan and Harold Varner are working on. Paths. Keeping it simple, same tip. Tracing a just slightly inward path off the ball to the top. Same path back on the way through. And just let it fly. Another crispy KFC divot. Been really hitting them right on the middle too. Right there. You feel the grass indented on the center of the club. By the way, this is what's going on in my Saguto.golf online golf school. People are learning through a simplified golf swing training program in a step-by-step process how to do this shot after shot. Oh, it's so beautiful. I fell over, but it's so beautiful. Dang, that felt good. I don't teach you how to fall over in the golf school, but I'll teach you how to do that. Shot after shot. Working on our paths. Whew. That felt good. That felt really good. And then you'll be able to work the ball a little bit. Once you get proficient at the first step, you can get it curving a little bit more. You gotta go around a tree or something. You can also work it the other way. Little carving cut there. Bigger draw. Really got to rope one around an obstacle. That really carves it pretty nicely. Then we get to everybody's favorite club, the D-River. Same rules apply. with this beautiful specimen. Do not change your swing. That's what's awesome about this. Keep it simple. Good shot. That's saucy. Sometimes with the driver, your path can be exaggerated. You really got to be particular about it. That's it. That's it. Beautiful. Saucy number 2. Even saucier than the last one. There it is. Nice. All right, Saguto golfers, you know what to do. Keep the golf swing simple. Take the club back on one path for backswing and downswing. You'll play the best golf of your life. Hogan did it. Harold Varner does it. Something you should model because it's really easy and simple as far as the golf swing goes. So again, thanks again for tuning in today. Like I said, check out SagutoGolf to start playing the best golf of your life right now. Life is far too short to play bad golf. So get on the gravy train to playing the best golf of your life with SagutoGolf. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in a future episode.